Here are some of the deck materials that arrived from Home Depot. We got the deck boards, railing posts, Trex railings, some hidden fasteners, even some extra lumber. Some of the deck boards you can see here were damaged, but we contacted Home Depot and hopefully it won't be an issue to get them replaced. And now it's time to start removing the old deck boards. This approach of bending and breaking the boards, probably not a good idea, especially not with an open space by my feet. Twice I almost fell. Even the dog knows this was stupid. By the way, I learned the hard way that the bigger the boards you throw down to the ground, the more damage they'll do to your lawn. And as we removed the deck boards, you can see there were a few other issues that needed to be addressed. There was kind of a green algae, mold, and fungus. There were some boards that were separated. And then there was this lovely joist that, well, this is just curved. What's up with this one? Anyhow, not much I could do about this one other than just try to tighten it down as much as possible. These other two boards, on the other hand, that were coming apart, I talked to a friend who's in the construction business, and he gave me a tip about these Spax leg screws. These things did a sweet job of pulling two boards together that were apart. Now that we have all the deck boards off, I'm carefully inspecting each one of the joists. And I've noticed that some of the joists, where they've got the joist hangers, some of the nails were popping out and I had to pound the nails in. So definitely something you may want to take a look at. I had probably about a dozen nails that were kind of popped out and pretty loose, but now they're all secure again. I figure if I have all the deck boards off, I may as well get the understructure tight again. And as I look at the different joists, you know, there's a lot of holes because the deck boards, they were all screwed in previously rather than using like those hidden fasteners. So there was an awful lot of screws that were coming through here. Some of my joists, which concern me a little bit, some of my joists have kind of a white, I don't know if it's a mold or what it is that's on there. And I've just been taking a wire brush and scraping it off, trying to get rid of that because sometimes it looks like maybe the wood is starting to deteriorate a little bit in those spots where there's that kind of white mold or fungus or whatever it is that's there. So I also went and bought an anti-mildew, anti-fungus, anti-mold type of spray down at a local hardware store. And I'm going to be spraying down all of these. The idea is you just spray it down and let it sit for 10 minutes and then you rinse it off. I figure it can hurt. I think since they're green treated, they're supposed to be protected from a lot of that stuff, but over time, I suppose wood deteriorates, breaks down, and gives some of this fungus or mold a chance to set in. So here's a quick update. Sprayed that all over the joists and let it sit for 10 minutes and then took a power washer to it to get it sprayed off. And I think it turned out pretty well. The joist used to be covered in kind of black and green stuff. And it's looking a lot better than it did. Hello.
You having fun?
Yep, this is just time consuming. Now that the joists are all clean and the sun has been shining on it for a full day, everything's all dried out. So I figured it's time to put the joist tape on to seal the dryness in and prevent future water from getting in the old screw holes. It takes some time, and then when the joist tape is done, then I'll continue finishing up the blocking to stabilize the deck more, going all the way down. That's why I have the string. That's the line I'm going to follow to put blocks in between the joists to make it more stable. So it's just little by little, it's coming along.
Is it warm out here?
It's very warm out. I think it was 90 today. Fortunately, I chose to stay in the shade, or we have shade in the late part of the day, so it's hot, but at least I'm not in the sun burning. There's that. Lots of water, manage.